So, I am honestly still trying to process what I just watched unfold on our screens. I mean, we all knew the fallout from Hope jumping ship to Logan was going to be massive. We knew the Forrester family was going to explode. But I don't think any of us, and I mean literally no one on social media, saw this specific twist coming. It is a lot. It is so much to take in. Last week, or I guess it was just a few episodes ago, we saw the emotional climax of this whole defection storyline. Hope had that brutal, and I mean absolutely devastating, confrontation with Brooke. Brooke completely disowned her, kicked her out of the cabin. Her own mother. It was so hard to watch. And the trauma of that was just too much for Hope's body to handle. She had a massive panic attack and completely collapsed, just fell completely unconscious right there on the floor of the Logan Gallery. And then Liam finds her. He's frantic. He's terrified. He is trying to revive her, and in the initial spoilers, we heard that Hope was going to stubbornly refuse to go to the hospital. But guess what? That is not what happened. Liam actually put his foot down for once. He looked at his wife, who was literally crumbling into pieces right in front of him, and he just said no. He insisted. He wasn't taking no for an answer, so he drags her to the hospital to get checked out, despite her fighting him the whole way. And honestly, thank God he did. Because what happened next at that hospital is going to change the entire landscape of this show for years to come. You guys, the diagnosis. I am still screaming at my screen just thinking about it. The doctor comes in, and yeah, they confirm she is suffering from severe exhaustion and stress, which, duh. She just launched a massive fashion line, betrayed her entire family, and got disowned, but that wasn't all. The doctor ran some blood tests and did an ultrasound, and they dropped the biggest bombshell of the year. Hope is pregnant, and not just pregnant, she is pregnant with twins. Twins. Let that sink in for a second. Twins. What were the writers thinking? I mean, it is brilliant, but it is also so incredibly chaotic. Just when the corporate fashion war between Logan and Forrester reaches its absolute boiling point, they throw a twin pregnancy into the mix. Fans on social media are already losing their minds over this. My timeline is just flooded with people freaking out. It's classic B&B, right? You think the story is going one way, and then boom. A massive curveball that changes every single character's motivation. So let's talk about Liam's reaction first. Liam he was struck dumb. He was completely speechless. And then the joy just kind of washed over him. He is overjoyed. You know Liam, he loves being a dad. He loves his family. But that joy lasted for about 5 seconds before the sheer, overwhelming terror set in. He is so deeply worried about Hope's health right now. And he should be. She is a physical and emotional wreck. She is carrying twins, which is already a high-risk situation, and she is currently the target of the entire Forrester family's rage. Liam is terrified that the stress of this fashion war is going to literally destroy her and the babies. He wants to protect her, but how do you protect someone from their own mother's wrath? You can't. And Hope. Oh man, Hope's reaction was heartbreaking. There was no tears of joy. There was no happy celebration in that hospital room. It was just pure, unadulterated panic. She is terrified. She feels like having babies right at this exact moment is the worst possible timing in the history of the world. She just stepped out of the Forrester's shadow. She just launched Hope by Logan. She is supposed to be this fierce, independent fashion powerhouse right now. And suddenly, she is physically vulnerable. She is exhausted. And her first thought, her very first terrifying thought, was about Steffy. Let's be real here. Steffy Forrester Finnegan is on a warpath. She is out for blood. Hope's defection completely blindsided Forrester Creations and totally eclipsed Eric's highly anticipated haute couture return. Steffi is in extreme damage control mode, and her rage has turned into a calculated, ruthless thirst for revenge. She wants to crush the Hope by Logan brand into dust, and Hope knows this. Hope is sitting in that hospital bed, realizing that she now has a massive target on her back, and she is too weak to fight. She fears that being pregnant with twins is going to make her look weak, and that Steffi will use this vulnerability to completely destroy her. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Steffi. Maybe Steffi would back off if she knew Hope was pregnant. Okay, actually, no, that sounded naive even as I typed it. You get what I mean. Steffi is not going to show mercy. This is business for Steffi, and it is deeply personal. If Steffi finds out that Hope is sidelined with morning sickness and twin pregnancy exhaustion, she will strike hard. She will launch a counterattack that will make Eric's couture line look like child's play. Hope knows she has to somehow hide this pregnancy or fight through it, and I just don't see how she survives that level of stress. But the real emotional gut punch of this whole situation is Brooke. What is this going to do to Brooke and Hope's relationship? Hope is lying there wondering if the news of two new innocent lives, to new little grandchildren, will be enough to melt the ice around Brooke's heart. Will this mend their fractured relationship? Brooke literally just threw her out of the cabin. She declared Katie her #1 enemy. She told Hope she couldn't even look at her the same way anymore. It was cold. It was so cold. Honestly, I don't know if babies fix this. Brooke is so unhinged right now. She feels so deeply betrayed that her daughter lied to her face and humiliated the family. Part of me thinks Brooke might actually soften. She is a mother, after all. But another part of me, the part that has watched this show for years, thinks Brooke might double down. She might blame Katie even more. She might scream at Katie, saying, "Look what you did. You put my pregnant daughter under so much stress she collapsed." Brooke will twist this to make it Katie's fault. And that is just going to make the Logan versus Logan war even uglier. Speaking of ugly wars, we have to talk about the absolute mastermind of chaos himself. Dollar Bill Spencer. Oh my God, when Bill finds out about this, the earth is going to shake. The notes and spoilers are already hinting at what Bill is going to do, and it is so perfectly on brand for him. Bill is not just going to be a happy grandpa. No. Bill Spencer looks at these unborn twins and sees the ultimate weapons. He sees the future. Bill is already plotting. He wants to make these twins the ultimate heirs to the Spencer empire. Think about it. He just orchestrated this massive corporate coup to steal Hope away from Forrester and launch her at Logan. He is funding the whole thing. He is using the Hope for the future diamond to destroy Forrester. And now his son and the face of his new fashion brand are having twins. Bill is going to use this to cement the ultimate Spencer-Logan dynasty. He is going to weaponize these babies in the press. He will probably leak the pregnancy to the media to gain sympathy for Hope and make Steffi look like a monster if she attacks a pregnant woman. Bill's ambition is just terrifying. He doesn't care about the emotional toll this takes on Hope. He just sees dollar signs and a way to finally, permanently crush Ridge and Eric Forrester. I can already see Liam and Bill getting into a massive screaming match over this. Liam just wants his wife to be healthy and his babies to be safe. Bill wants to put them on a magazine cover with a crown on their heads. It is going to be a complete mess, and I am entirely here for it. And what about the fashion line? Hope by Logan just launched. It was a huge success. Deke Sharp's designs were a massive hit on the catwalk. But now Hope is going to be dealing with a high-risk twin pregnancy. She can't be working 80-hour weeks. She can't be flying around the world doing press tour. Deke is going to have to step up in a major way. The pressure on Deke is going to be astronomical. And remember, Remy Price is still lurking around, trying to win Deke back, causing distractions. The whole Logan fashion house is basically a house of cards right now, and one stiff breeze is going to knock it all down. I just keep thinking about the ripple effects of this. The Spencer family is growing, while the Forrester family is completely fracturing. Look at Will and Elektra. Will is already drowning in guilt because he hid the Logan's secrets from Elektra. Elektra confronted him, she was furious, and she literally packed her bags and moved out of the beach house with R.J. Forrester. So Will just lost his girlfriend to his rival, and now he is going to find out he is going to be an uncle to twins. The dynamic between the younger generation is shifting so fast. RJ is protecting Elektra, Will is isolated, and the Spencers are consolidating power. It's wild. Every single storyline is colliding right now. Zende is at Forrester, devastated because his promotion to lead designer of HFTF is ruined. He might actually jump ship to Logan too if Steffy cancels the line completely. And if Zende goes to Logan and Hope is pregnant, maybe Zende takes over the workload. The possibilities are endless, but the underlying theme is just pure, unadulterated stress. I honestly feel so bad for Hope. Yes, she lied. Yes, she betrayed her family, but she just wanted creative control. She just wanted to be respected. And now she is trapped in a hospital bed, terrified of her rival, alienated from her mother, and carrying twins while her father-in-law plots to use her unborn children as corporate pawns. Who actually believes this is going to end well? Nobody. Nobody thinks this ends with a happy baby shower. And Steffy. I have to circle back to Steffy because she is the wild card here. Steffy is dealing with the PR nightmare of the century. Eric's show is tanking in the press because all the attention is on Hope. Steffy is furious. If she finds out Hope is pregnant, will she use it to claim Hope is unfit to run a fashion line? Will she try to sue Logan for breach of contract or something crazy, claiming Hope planned this? Steffy's hatred for the Logans is so deep right now. She feels completely justified in whatever she does next. This whole situation just proves that the writers of The Bold and The Beautiful know exactly how to keep us hooked. They drag a storyline out, they make us frustrated, and then they drop a bomb like a twin pregnancy that forces every single character to react. It forces Brooke to choose between her anger and her grandchildren. It forces Liam to choose between his father's ambition and his wife's health. It forces Hope to choose between her career and her babies. I am going to be watching the next few episodes through my fingers. Honestly, the tension is just high. We are going to see Liam trying to wrap Hope in bubble wrap, while Bill tries to put her on a pedestal, and Steffy tries to knock the pedestal over. And Brooke is just going to be standing in the corner, staring daggers at Katie, while the whole world burns down around them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Brooke will forgive Hope now? Do you think Steffy will show any mercy? And how evil do you think Bill is going to get with this air plotting? Because I think we haven't even seen the worst of Dollar Bill yet. He is going to be ruthless. Alright, I need to go take a breath and process all of this. It's a lot. The drama never stops in Los Angeles, and neither do we. Keep watching, keep tweeting, and let's see how this incredible mess untangles itself.